Thank you for joining me for another Adventures in Thrifting video. Okay, yesterday I went to 3 community yard sales and I did not buy one thing. That's crazy. There were some things I was on the fence about. There were some things that were just too pricey. I'm not sure everybody gets the concept of a yard sale. Like, I went to this one yard sale and she had these 2 coats and they were Lands' End for American Airlines. So I'm like, that's interesting. I asked how much they are. She said, oh, I couldn't let those go for less than 20. They're Lands' End. And I was thinking, and I couldn't pay more than 5 because they're Lands' End. But even just from a shopper standpoint, not a reseller standpoint, I've been yard sailing, a whole adult life. Those prices are too high for a yard sale. Then she had this 2-piece. It was like a tropical print pants with matching, I don't know, it was almost like a robe. It was unusual, but you could tell it was one of those cheap Chinese companies, not even Shein. It had no tag except for that tiny little tag that said XL. So, she wanted 15 for that. So at that point, there was no point in looking any further at that one. It's morning. Then I went to an estate sale and at least I managed to buy a few things there. Even though everything was half price, their prices were still high for, resale. I bought these. They're like biker motorcycle gloves. I did look up comps. It's called Bikers Club. I did look up comps of motorcycle gloves and they weren't great, but these were inexpensive. They're a nice leather. They fit me and I have to keep my hands warm in the winter. So I thought, well, you know what? I'm going to pick them up. I'll try to sell them. Worst comes to worst, I'll keep them. I kind of like that they're high up here to keep the draft out. Well, I can't get them on. Oh. I can't get them on with these gloves on, but I tried them on when I purchased them. This is Banana Republic. That's a vintage Banana Republic tag. I have seen that before. Made in Sri Lanka. But I could confirm they're vintage because of the shoulder pads. And it is a beige cotton jumpsuit. Let's see if I can go further back. A full jumpsuit. I thought that was unusual. And then it's got like gathering at the back. I thought this was an interesting piece. What size is it? It is a medium. Curious if it runs small, as vintage things often do. It's kind of like tucked here, and then it's got 2 slip pockets. An interesting piece. I haven't seen one like this from the Banana. Next is a vintage ski jacket. The brand is, well, this is strange. The brand is Powderhorn. But what's strange is it's upside down. This is the top of the jacket, and the Powderhorn, if you can see it, is upside down. So like if that was the front, you could look down and see the brand, but it's the back. So I don't understand why it is. But anyway, it's purple. Gathered at the waist, zip pockets, 3 of them. It's got embroidery. This is the back, a little bit of contrast stitching. This is on the arm, Powderhorn Western Sport. I really like this. I believe this is a 14, but vintage 14, so we'll see. It's got this, I guess it's Western, Southwestern vibe to this fabric. It only goes down till there and then it's plain. I do enjoy picking up winter wear, ski wear, that sort of thing. This will go into a box to sell later. It's Athleta. I'm not sure. I have not historically done well with Athleta, but I wish this was my size, actually. I would consider keeping it. I like athletic style and fabric, but dresses, comfy for the summer. Like this is like a legging fabric here, and then this is softer legging. So it'd be like sports bra, legging fabric, and then this is like the softer kind that lightweight leggings might have, like a LuLaRoe almost. And it is a large. So no way this is gonna fit me. Well, actually, nah, it doesn't matter. It won't fit me right. And last but not least, most of the clothing was a set price. This was actually more expensive, but I liked it. And I chose to take a chance on it. I did a quick Google, I'm just trying to get this staple out. I did a quick Google image search on it, and I saw very similar ones on Poshmark. And the asking prices were, pretty decent. It is a denim jacket, and this is suede with fringe, shorter, cut. What is that, like bolero cut? I don't know. More fringe in the back, size medium, and it's Phoenix, USA Frontier Collection, made in the good old USA. That's what it says. Made in the good old USA. First I thought it said good of USA. I was willing to take a chance on this. Oh, shoulder pads. So that's all I picked up yesterday. Not much, but I like what I got. Today I went to 2 thrift stores. One that I know if I buy anything, I will be paying up for. And then the other one is a smaller store that has a great sale. Unfortunately, it's been a while since I've been there, and they've made some changes. They still have some of those great deals, but it used to be practically all the clothes in the store, and now it's like basically 3 sections, and everything else has, a special tag on it. So it was disappointing. In fact, I was talking to this couple there that are resellers, and they said they probably aren't even going to go back because they cut back so severely from what they had before. But anyway, I will continue to go there. I did get some things. It's rare that I find anything astounding, but I find things for the price. But we're going to start with the first store. I picked up this bag. It's hang on. It is the sack. What is the sack? Le sack? Is Le sack something else? I don't know. I thought it was interesting. It's like a perforated laser cut leather. I think it's leather. Yeah. Needs a little bit of shine or buffing up, but it's an interesting style. It's got this braided handle. It's very clean on the inside. And I think this is a decent brand. Le Sac is the nylon one, right? I think so. Loving this one. Was surprised with this one. Oh, this is Betsy Johnson. Oh, look. I can see my reflection. Our reflection. And look at this. It's just a great style crossbody bag, but it's got roses and skulls on it. Now it smells like skulls and roses. That's from an old commercial. Okay, and it's nice and clean on the inside with the Betsy Johnson fabric. I think this is a cool find. I did not do any search, so I don't know whether it'll make much. It'll make something. Or I could keep it. Ha ha ha. And then I got 2 articles of clothing. I paid up because this is the store where I paid up, and I don't even know these brands. but I did search a little bit, and okay, like this one, I was surprised that there were decent comps on it because it is not well made. But I wanted to try it. Sometimes the best way to research a new brand is to just buy it. Even if you do pay up. But I mean, not up astronomically. Like up enough that even if it didn't sell high, I could still make my money back in a few bucks. But the brand is Lisa. Is anybody familiar with that? Lisa. There is no size. There's a tag inside, but it's all in Chinese or something like that. So I'll have to take measurements. I stopped because I went to this store and then the other store doesn't open for a while. So I was there, and so I thought, let me just like look at brand labels. I don't normally do that at this store, but for the learning experience, it's not a bad idea once in a while to just go through carefully and look at brands. I thought this style was kind of cool. Not like, ooh, I want to wear that cool, but it's got this on the bottom. It's got that bow, and then it's sheer here and sheer-ish there. But look. Oh, this is the back. But, I mean, let me show you the seams. Look at the seams. Like, they're just not well made. Some of the seams don't even look like they're even. I don't know. It just feels like a cheap Chinese brand, which that label would suggest. But when I looked at comps, I was sort of surprised that they were, I'm not talking $100, but I was surprised at what the comps were. And since I did think the style is super cute, very different, I'm going to have to work on keywords on this. I mean, I guess it's a little bit cottagecore. So I wanted to try that. And then this, I was just intrigued by the whole look of it. And there were very few things of this brand that I could find, but when I did find them, they weren't like selling for $9. The brand is Hummel, Denmark. I'm guessing 100 is the size, and I don't know what that means, but it is a jacket, fairly long. It has the drawstring, I think it's a drawstring or elastic on the inside, so it's almost an anorak look there, but longer, and it has side vents that have snaps. This is the design on the front that says Hummel. So it says Hummel if you look in a mirror. If you look at it, it's backwards. So I had that once with a sweatshirt. It was a Martine Rose, and I thought, this is weird. You can only read it by looking in a mirror. And then it turned out that Martine Rose is super expensive, that sweatshirt sold for like close to $300. And I sent it to the Real and it sold there. I don't know how much. I'm sure I didn't get enough, but it's just one of those brands that I don't think it'd be easy to find someone on Poshmark who knows what Martine Rose is. Certainly I didn't know. But look at the back. You'll look at the back and you'll see, oh yeah, that's why you bought that. Look at that embroidery on the back. Isn't that cool? It says, enthusiasm, passionate life. I don't know, I kept going through and seeing embroidered things and thinking, maybe I'll find a Johnny Was today. I didn't. But anyway, I found a Hummel of Denmark. And I thought it was very unique and kind of edgy in a way. So I definitely took somewhat of a risk on that, considering how much I normally pay for things. I'm getting the light from the window behind me, and that's not doing me any good. Okay. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I don't think I can sell this, but this is just a sweatshirt. A white sweatshirt. Sorry, it's XL. And it says Plawn on it, which is the Poker League of Nations, which is a women's poker group that I'm sort of a part of. It's been a while, but they used to run some local tournament series where you at the end of the series, somebody won a seat to an event at the World Series of Poker, and I would deal for that group. So I just thought it was funny to find that at a thrift store, and I decided to pick it up. Maybe I'll find someone who's a member who wants it and give it to them. It looks clean and everything. It's too big for me. I don't know this brand. I just thought it was pretty. It is Maison Tara. I didn't even look it up. I might have, but I was talking to that reseller couple that I met there, and then a friend of mine stopped by because I had something for her in my car. So she came in and we were chatting, and so I kind of lost my, I don't know. I just decided to take it. But it's a really pretty, it's got a polka dot look to it, but the polka dots are actually, I think, little flowers. I think. I'm not even sure that's what yeah, they're little flowers. We're going to go with that. It's got an elastic waist, and it is a faux wrap. So all good things, faux wrap. It actually has the flowers are slightly raised. Very slightly. You can feel them. So they're not, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I thought it was really pretty, and it's a plus size. Well, it's a 16. That's considered plus size on Poshmark, right? Right? A lot of style-based pickups here, eh? This is Eileen Fisher, size 1X. So I was happy to find that. So, you know, as far as I'm concerned, it's still worth going through, even if they don't have as much. I don't go there very often anyway, because it's a small store and the turnover of clothing is not fast enough to make it worth going every week, because I'll just see the same thing. So, you know, I go maybe 3 weeks to a month. It's been a while this time because I was dealing with my humongous death pile and I wasn't going to thrift stores. But it's just a open front. It's barely even a cardigan. It's just something you would throw over a tank or a t-shirt. It's short sleeve. It's got a almost burnout quality to it, a nubby quality. Nothing to get excited about, but since it was, you know, one of the sale pieces, I picked it up. And, you know, with Eileen Fisher, I understand that plus sizes are better. So that helped. I don't know. I can't remember if I know this brand or a Signature by Robbie B, size 1X. Okay, I've heard of Robbie B. I don't know anything about it. I don't know if it's a good thing or it's a bad thing, but look at this. That is all embroidery, my friends. All embroidery. How pretty is that? It's shall we say, slight, is it an A-line? No. I think it's just a loose shift dress. The outside layer is sheer. Hello. And it's fully lined, but all this embroidery and a plus size. As far as I'm concerned, that is worth taking home. Got a lot of embroidery. This is Tally Ho. That's a funny name. Tally Ho Pollock IMP-X Core. Clearly vintage. Oh, I've got to get this listed right away. It's Christmassy. Vintage Christmassy. Those are holly berries. Is that correct? Christmas people? Is that correct? Shoulder pads. Size XL. There was something here that isn't there anymore. So I'm guessing that was the fabric tag. Probably acrylic. It feels like acrylic. But anyway, open from cardigan. It does have buttons. I don't do well traditionally with cardigans, but for a vintage piece like this, I'm going to buy it anyway. All right, put this. This is going to be the next thing. I'm going to photograph this like in a few minutes. Knox Rose. I've only picked up Knox Rose a few times. This is an XXL, which is XX good. And, oh, hang on. Showing my closet and look at this. More embroidery. I got a lot of embroidery today. Isn't that cute? It's slightly gauzy with the like contrasting. It almost has like a plaid look to it with stitching. It's got a tier down here, more embroidery. Look at that sweet back. This is really cute. It's got these ruffles here. Cap sleeve. This is definitely out of season, so I'm not going to rush to list this. And last is a two-piece thing. It is Alex Evenings Woman 2X. It's sparkly, but not beaded, so I don't have to worry so much. And it's sort of bluish on black, and it is semi-sheer. Is it lined? No, it's not lined. And then this is the piece that goes over it. So it's a shell and, you know, overshirt with this like aqua color piping. It's very pretty. I would say it's a paisley design. Yes, paisley. So I got some good plus sizes here. And that is it. I am going to put an end to this video now and release it very soon. Thank you for taking this time to spend with me and to see my haul. And if you are not a subscriber, but you like to shop vicariously, I do. I'm in thrift stores a lot, and yet I spend a lot of time watching other people's hauls. I can't get enough of it. So anyway, hit subscribe if you feel like it, the thumbs up, and the bell notification. Say hello in the comment section if you feel like it. I would appreciate it, and I hope you're doing well, and I hope I will see you again very soon.